League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
Game, which is certainly interesting considering we now know that he's one of the guys making the shot calls throughout the game. Gonna realize who gets the resources and where. Feels so much damage in those later game team fights. Cabochard has to be careful though, because Memento is hanging around
level 6.
That paranoia.
And here we go, goes in on it, pops the Scarlet, immediately forces the flash, the pocket pistol. That's not gonna save you, my friend. And it's first blood over to Prophet.
Excellently done, and we know, hey, Prophet's the one calling the shots behind the scenes. What it comes down to is the fact that Hiku's been struggling a little bit in this bottom lane, even though the duo on ROCCAT's side have taken advantageous trades.
ROCCAT are wise to this one. Will they take this fight in the mid game? Let's see. Prophet, he goes through with the pool, but that's going to end instantly. 3-man knockup, and Paranoia's coming in, but this might be a little too late, as Memento hovering around the backside, not going to find an opening. And here comes the Kled on the charge, Norskeren and the rest of ROCCAT in full retreat under tower. Vitality still go as Attila looks to finally finish off Prophet. Does not find it, but in the demonic ascension, he forces Memento back, and that is another taunt. Memento blown to pieces. Prophet trying to make something out of nothing.
Just one more.
Finally is gonna fall. It ends up being a 2-for-1 trade. But Vitality, unbridled aggression as always.
Yeah, I mean, tank for so long because Kled can de-aggro with his passive.
I don't think he can de-aggro here, unfortunately. He looks pretty dead, but let that not interrupt your point.
I mean, he can de-aggro into the turret, but not in a 1 versus 3 situation. Grouping up 4, even 5 members towards this bottom lane as Prophet is going to be ready to rotate. The second Vitality look to stop this one.
Okay, Kikis is here to join Jack Troll, and Cabochard's up as well. He doesn't have his ultimate available. This tower's going to fall. They need to leave right now as no shove back happens. A double teleport though, and now ROCCAT, they may have overstayed their welcome just a bit. Here comes the Kled, going for the charge. That is a lot of burst damage. Norskeren trying to keep his team up, unbreakable for just a few more moments. Blake's gonna get Kikis behind. It's gonna be Prophet. Jack Troll picks up Memento. This fight is anyone's game right now as Scarl runs away in the midst of the fight. Prophet going through on the pool, rooted up. Jizuke takes down Norskeren. Everyone's low health bars though, and Vitality, they're still doing it in this in the mid game. Big shutdown gold going through, and there's the charge onto Hiku to finish the fight. Cabochard, Jack Troll, and Jizuke sweeping it up.
You do not want to fight against Vitality in the mid game.
Gonna take an uncontested dragon. Ocean.
I mean, if you actually look at the gold, the biggest difference is down in the bottom lane. We're sitting at around 1,400 plus for Jack Troll, who's actually in the advantage for all these teams. His bottom lane Prophet's in trouble.
Okay, he's gonna go pool, and it's gonna be darkness. Memento tries to turn this one around with the lights out here, but that's a lot of damage following through. And he gets deleted off the map before the rest of ROCCAT can even respond. Looks like we're in for a big old fight though right now as they get the charm up, forcing the flash out of Norskeren. Trying to disengage here. ROCCAT realized they did not want that fight as Suzuki takes down Prophet. Hiku in the back, getting the full culling channel off it. Vitality might be a little bit caught between a rock and a hard place, but they're still going through.
There's still no Attila.
It's a shutdown. Attila hasn't even joined this fight, so Vitality actually stay way too long and get punished.
Little unfortunate. 2 core items, Hiku as well. Prophet went very defensive in the setup. Zhonya's Hourglass plus the Hextech Proto Belt and Ninja Tabi's on top means that his AoE teamfight damage
will be a little stronger to fight. Prophet does get pulled in. The never move, forcing out the pool. ROCCAT looked to collapse, but in goes Jack Troll as well. And they've gotten in. Vitality are going to try and delete Prophet off the map, but he's going to go golden for just a couple more seconds before finally falling in. Back goes Memento. Can they turn the fight this way? Kick is taking up the front line. Everyone flashing forward. He goes gold as well. It's all about those stopwatches, but that's a double kill for Attila, and the fight shifts back once again. ROCCAT just out of range to try and find any more. It's a 2-for-1.
Return those couple of kills.
Looks like back in the live, Norskeren gets face checked in on. He gets a 3-man Glacial Fissure, but Jack Troll even looking for more, gets shoved back by the Emperor's Divide, as Blank dodges out just in time from the Jizuke damage. Prophet on the wrong side of this fight. Looks like Vitality split attention. Can't quite find Hiku, but they do delete Blank, and Hiku's finally going to fall. That's 2 quick kills over to Vitality once again. Let's see what else they can get off of this one. Chasing down Prophet. No pool for him, and no flash for a few seconds either. But Vitality give up for the time being.
I mean, you'd think ROCCAT would learn eventually. You don't want to keep going down mid.
And they find Memento, this time nowhere for him to go, deleted off the map, and if this isn't Baron time, I don't know what is, Ender. All right, so finally, relatively risk-free Baron at the 30-minute mark. This is about where we pegged ROCCAT to start being able to take these fights, but it didn't quite happen. Not just yet. Some of the prioritization on the damage, not nearly enough perhaps, but Vitality, the ones Here's the start. It looks like they want the fight right now. It looks like EQ and Blank out of harm's way, but the tower and the rest of Vitality maybe not so lucky to get the taunt up and delete Prophet. That could be the difference maker. Rooting up EQ, he dashes away, but that is going to be one dead tower and one dead inhibitor. Vitality making use of this Baron buff. 20 seconds still left, and they've got 2 inhibs.
Vitality just don't take it.
It's obviously always a chance that these guys can lose a big fight. ROCCAT have turned around crazier games, but it's 10,000 gold difference at 34 minutes into the game. Good wave clear from the ROCCAT side. Here's the fight. Will they be able to do it? That's a big old Hemo Plague, and it's Darkness. Vitality getting some redemption here as well, turning back over to Prophet. Gets the damage. Cabochard, he's found the kill onto Blank, and the Vitality switch is flipped. EQ trying to get a deletion off, but it's not going to happen. Target disengaged and re-engaged, pocket pistols and everything flying. And it looks like Vitality are going to go for the end of the game.
This composition Yamato Cannon built could not lose in the mid-game, and they're going to take this one home.
Big old Heroes entrance for Jizuki, and for Vitality this game, the ROCCAT is in the bag.
All right, Vitality, I'm liking what I see. These mid-game teamfight compositions drafting exactly how they want to play out the game, and executing on it just about perfectly.
For Vitality, they took the mid-game into the late game. They just never stopped the train.
They never slow down.
That's what I love about watching this team. Never give up. And even when things looked a bit even, things looked a little rough in the early stages, held their heads high, and as a result, well-earned victory.
And with that, could very well be jumping up to 4th place alone at the end of the week. Of course, they will be holding that until the match between Schalke and G2 later today.
Like, you have the Nards, the situational tank, you added in here the Tom Kenshin. It's still a pretty beastly team fight.
Yeah, and it's also some good protection against the pick potential that Unicorns
Exile puts down that win wall. Let's take a look down towards the bottom, though. Cold coming in. There's a teleport now. Oh! Morgana swallowed up by the Tom Kench here. Let's see if he gets the damage out onto Totoro. Gray health pop and not nearly enough Giants.
Ruin.
They turn to this one. Big Gnar ultimate by Ruin, but first blood goes Totoro's way. And it looks like White Knight wants to have a barbecue, but the rest of Giants, well, they got their invites in the mail, and it looks like they don't want to keep this one down. Neon and White Knight, unfortunately for Giants, bounced away mid. Looking for the kill onto Exile. He escapes through the brush, and Cold tags back in, looks for Nuke Slot. There we go, the combo. White Knight, he puts on the equalizer, and Sir Nuke Slot is left alone, but meanwhile, Steelback 1v1s Neon down bot.
How in the world did that happen? Never. Oh, Ruin's in trouble.
Yeah, he is. He does have Hop. He uses it. He's going to have Flash. Might need that one as well. Let's see. White Knight on top of him. There's the Flash. Wind wall already up, and he gets the last breath on top. Ruin is a barbecue.
That's especially tough, because I think they saw Cold on the bottom side of the map as well.
Add to what they've already gotten is that Cloud Dragon, a little bit of extra move speed. We hit this 20-minute mark, but very rarely do we see the game just being like this tit for tat. Why is this something maybe happening? Giant step forward, look for Totoro. He's got Black Shield on. Point blank, it looks like he's going down anyways. Nice use of the stopwatch tick, but that's only going to buy a little bit of time, my friend. Ruin picks up the kill with the boomerang.
Some say nice use of stopwatch. Others say that was a total waste right there. From
I am not one of the people that could. All right, Cold. Ruin. Nice. Gets the stun off. Ruin. Okay. And straight into the last breath, but Ruin flashes the wall, followed by Exile. Going for the base gates. Exile, he dashes over. Very aggressive play, and he makes the kill.
And he follows him through there, but there's no teleports on Cold or Exile. Unicorns love this. Has to be a 3v5.
All right, it looks like it's going to be 4 members of Giants Gaming inside the Baron pit. Totoro, White Knight trying to stop this True Shot barrage and the equalizer mission that he's been going on. Now, he might run face first into Joko and Sir Nukes a lot. Turns tail and runs for just a second. Nice use of the wind wall. However, the barrel will knock him up against the wall. Nowhere for him to go. But over the wall, followed up by Sir Nukes a lot. But the rest of Unicorns coming to join this party. Exile 1v1ing. And he's able to make it happen. The Unicorns keeps going. Ruin, he does get one into the wall, but not nearly enough. Shockwave only going to connect onto Totoro. Cold takes down Ruin. This is a chaotic fight, but Unicorns are coming out ahead. They've only lost Totoro, and they've taken down 3 Giants in the process. And Exile, let's see if he Mission Impossibles his way out of this one. Stops the Varus ultimate with the wind wall, but there's nowhere for him to go. Shut down. So Steelback gets very quick revenge.
Yeah, that is a 675 bonus gold off of the bounty that Steelback.
Is going to be enough in a 5v4. Equalizer thrown down. Maybe not the most optimal position. They do get a stun off onto Sir Nukes a lot, and White Knight still charge rolling Ruin. Joko very low. He might need to smite a little early for the health, but he doesn't want to do that. It would be very risky as he knocks away Cold just in the nick of time. Giants hit and run, smash and grab, whatever you want to call it. They get the hell out of dodge. Let's see if they can keep making their escape. Joko flashes.
to avoid the fountain, so only now is he going to be returning into this fight, and Unicorns can look for a turn.
Oh, see, Cold, oh, he's got the stun off, but it's only onto the Tomcat Shockwave, pulling into, that could be the turn! A big Gnar from Ruin, and Giants right inside the Unicorns base. Redemption, I don't think so. Neon does find the Gnar, and Unicorns will turn them back. That's low health bars on the Giant side, and no more ultimates to work with. Cold still chasing them down, but can they make the great escape? Looks like the answer is yes. That was
with that Quicksilver Sash. He needs to be up a little bit closer, getting those autos down.
Speaking of closer, I think it was a little too close for Sir Nuxalot now. White Knight looking to get another barbecue going here in this jungle. White Knight's not quite going down, but the big barrel comes in, and now Unicorn's still the stronger team. Late teleport out of Ruin. He cancels it as the fight is already lost. And XL comes up not really any wave clear to contend with. Joko and Ruin have to give this one up, keeping themselves healthy with the redemption courtesy of Totoro. That will be the inhibitor taken down in the mid. Unicorns, they're not done yet. There was an open one down here from Exile's work earlier. This is going to be a two-and-hip swing.
That push in the bottom lane when Giants weren't able to take down the Baron comes back to...
Baron, though, Neon and Totoro, they're keeping the gates this time, and looks like Baron
they need to
is going to fall. This is going to be a very fast one if they don't turn in. And Unicorns have actually turned away from it, just keeping the Baron aggroed. It's such a tense dance right now as the redemption even comes in, and White Knight, he's nearly melted down, but everyone's rooted up. The Baron finally gets smited. It's taken away by Cole, but Ruin looking for the fight. Neon gonna delete Joko off the map, and Unicorns of Love showing they are the stronger team fighters. It's not over yet. Double kill for Exile, looking for Ruin. Cold and Neon chasing him down. And it's only Betsy left to defend.
Yeah, Betsy's trying to do his best, but he's got no mana. Can't finish off the kill onto Totoro, and White Knight will just chase him back into oblivion because the rest of the Unicorns, they're going for the end.
All right, ends in flames for Giants and for Betsy. That is going to be lights out. 35 minutes, it was close. Down to the wire in a game that means oh so much for playoffs. At the very end, Unicorns of Love prove they are the stronger team and come up with a huge victory.
And on the back of Exile's Yasuo, the best combination you can ask for as a Unicorns of Love fan. He goes into the side lane, builds up massive leads for his team, and can never be shut down, even when the odds are stacked against him. He's outplaying the Giants everywhere.
This is why we see so much attention on Exile. You can always joke about how he falls down in the laning phase, he you know, has way too many deaths. It doesn't matter. This guy, when he gets ahead, when he gets rolling, oh boy, he will carry.
It's crazy too, because even though he was the one making all those flashy plays, you look top to bottom on the Unicorns of Love's side, and White Knight had a massive impact in the team fights. Cold and Totoro were the ones playing through Exile to let him build up an advantage in the mid lane and not fall too far behind. Again, I'm skeptical because it's very likely Shook playing mid unless they... Wait a second.
What?
Wait. League of Legends just broke.
I'll fight. Okay.
So Cadrill's on a ward, and that's not good when he loses E.
Uh-oh, Broxah flash and chomp. Cadrill is gonna have to burn everything. He's first blooded by Caps.
That doesn't feel good, man. That's
I agree. Bone Secure pulls and Shook. He gets a two-man belly bop there, and Promiscue's actually arrived, but so is Caps and Cadrill. Let's see this 3v3. It's getting a little wonky right now.
It's a 4v3.
In comes Soaz. Can he get the knock in the wall? Oh, Promiscue. That was a promise of death.
That's not a good look right there. At least he's having a good time while he's going down. And there's just no action going on in the bottom lane just yet. Hylissang can land.
You said immediately as soon as you said it. Here we go. We got ourselves a fight. Demonic Ascension from Whippo. Hylissang also chasing Sheriff and Promiscue back. Whippo flashing forward. That is so close to being a double kill.
No action in the... They're supposed to go for that at level 3 or something. That's what I tried in Season 4.
Yeah. Well, we've got a quick stats specialist, so maybe we'll get a quick shot on that one. Scratching going on here for what HDK we're doing. Cadrill already locked up. He's actually going to fly forward. And Hextech Ultimatum on. There's the jungle double team. Broxah, you can't beat both junglers, or maybe you can't. He gets the one per outplay. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Trundle with that ultimate is pretty wild.
Okay.
Right there. And did you see him? He pressed his W, he pressed his Q, all those skill shots.
It's a skill button, dude. Come on, don't knock it. Oh, wait a second. That's a better bonus here. They pulled back Promiscue. He is getting chunked while the turret falls in the mid. That is a lot of Swain damage. He's been quietly stacking it up as well. Get close to that Rod of Ages. Death from below. Sheriff will have to dash and dodge, but it's not going to be enough, and they tag team it with the never move. Hylissang even tanking. He will fall.
But they still get the double kill, man. I'm telling you, stop
this aggression, but Promiscue says, no, this is not today. Shook Gonna get a knock-in onto Caps, turns it around. Once again, the damage is there. Emperor's Divide. Caps is on enemy lines, though. Let's see if they can go forward. Sheriff flashing aggressively back into Caps, who flashes even further. The Coling is not going to take him down, but the Groggets will. His luck definitely ran out, and Hillsang falls down as well. So Fnatic give up a couple of kills, and that's hope for H2K. Immediately now Cadril going up, looking for Soaz, trying to take advantage of that aggression. Unstoppable force. Soaz flashes the teleport. It's going to come a little bit late. There's the Keeper's Verdict, but Soaz, he gets the outplay before he dies.
We've seen that before. They're just 1v2ing everywhere. First it's Brox, and now it's Soaz with some more
the game. Like, otherwise they wouldn't be at 8-3. But it's worth remembering, just, you know, that these guys are definitely pretty much top 4 in just about every regard in the early game. They take more towers, they get more kills, they get more gold.
And usually they don't turn around 1v3s, but maybe this time.
So as Keeper's Verdict, oh, he's going to only find one. He does get the knock into the wall, but yeah, not going to live that long. So H2K are finding picks. Credit to them. Didn't think I'd be saying that today. Have tried. Mixed impacts. Sheriff gonna get found out. Hillsang is there with the death from below, but not nearly enough damage, and Sheriff just gets deleted. Hillsang's gonna live for a moment before Smitty J comes for the flank around the side. Nonetheless, Bwipo gets the double kill, and the rest of H2K are way too late to do anything about it.
Fortunately for H2K, Cadril wasn't there for them in that fight. And now Fnatic actually, whoa, hello.
Bye, Caps.
That's AP Gragas, baby. He's got the Runic Echoes, 7 stacks on the Dark Seal, but Fnatic squishy with this Black Lever build.
Okay, be able to find him. There goes the shard and the Keeper's Verdict. Boink. Knocks the Malphite away. He tries to dash away and dodge away, but it's not going to be enough. Cadril and Shook still sticking on him like glue. And even the big barrel spent. Shook picks up his 4th kill of the game, but meanwhile, Caps and Hillsang going in on Sheriff. Promiscu does get a block off for just
Let your opponent out mind game themselves. Those are the plays you keep seeing from H2K, but what do they lose on the back half?
They might lose Shook's life for the time being, and that was a lot of damage. Sheriff spends a full calling channel in, but it's not going to be enough. They're cutting through those defenses. Sheriff flashes away. Bwipo follows through. Cadril comes in to try and give a little bit of relief, but he's going to get melted in the blink of an eye, and all of a sudden, it's only Smitty J at this point. He's going down one way or another here, Ender.
Yeah, they're going to be chasing him down, not for that long, because they have so much CC to keep him right there in the fight. And can once again get back on top of this build.
Hillsang, he goes forward, he pulls Cadril back in. There's the never move. Dragon gets taken by Fnatic, and they immediately turn their attention back over to H2K, who don't seem too keen to take a fight today. Oh, they got him. Cadril, he's not able to find anything. Hextech ultimatum. Meanwhile, though, Caps does go down. Can H2K take this fight? I don't know about that one. It looks like a little low on the health bars flashing away. They found Bwipo. So you said it, Ender, and it did happen.
They had to make that happen. Immediately blow up Caps, keep Bwipo trapped.
It's kind of hard to expect it, and how much damage you can actually do once you've got that Trinity Force up and available. Fnatic do pull Smitty J back in, never move, and they knock him into the wall. Oh my goodness, nowhere to go. Caps picks that one up. It's now a 4v5. Sheriff spends the calling channel. Only going to tickle the health bars of Fnatic, so they decided they just wanted to take a fight, and they got it.
You built Trinity Force and Malphite. Oh, we can just one-shot you. Say Fnatic and onto the...
Well, that was dirty, and you know what? It didn't cost Fnatic a thing.
Probably shouldn't have face-checked that brush if you're Sheriff, and now Fnatic can go ahead and start up this Baron buff. Cadril and Shook, they can both look for a smite steal. Maybe they combo it down. Certainly possible.
Caps waiting around the side. Actually, Cadril going into the wall, but he does not get a chance to smite down the Baron. He lasted approximately a fraction of a second.
Yeah, he didn't want to go to that party. Even though he got the invitation, Caps basically dragged him into the pit. Now Shook have to make the hero play.
Trying, but he's getting forced away once again. That's a lot of Sand Soldiers, and there will be no attempt at a hero steal, and I don't even know if there'll be any chance for him to live through it all. Look at the...
Of course, you have Whip and the rest of the team actually fighting the mid.
There we go. Cadril trying to find the pick off onto Caps. Doesn't work this time around. Calling channeled, and then Hillsang finally going to fall, but Bwipo standing tall, and the rest of H2K are not going to live through this one. Bwipo flashing the wall on this Sheriff, trying to dash. Relentless retreat away. Here comes Shook on the flank, but it's still a 2v3 if he even wanted to take it. And, well, make that one member standing. Shook is the last man for H2K.
He's the only one left, and the Fnatic could turn around for the kills.
Let's see if they want to grab the end of the game as well. Still several seconds ticking before anyone would come back up. Promiscu has 5, but that's about it, and Cadril as well. So 2 inhibitors, at the very least, is the bounty Fnatic are going to get off of this push.
And of course, the Infernal Drake on the other side. H2K feels like they almost have to try and force a return fight.
Blocked up by the steadfast presence of Soaz. It's going to be this tower soon to fall. Caps, he's hit the full late game scaling mode. And once again, Smitty J goes unstoppable force, not nearly going to be enough. Bwipo going golden, and the rest of the team going into the back line. However, it looks like the Pike is going down, and Kadriel just desperately trying to keep everyone alive. Meanwhile, those minions are wailing away at the Nexus turrets of H2K. Fnatic, well, in this base, they're here to stay.
Yeah, Bwipo's just way too strong right now. Sheriff, Promsky, Shook, they're trying to do their best, but they just can't make it happen.
Yeah, there's that steadfast presence once again, and Fnatic stay steadfast, say that 5 times fast, in the base of H2K, and with the last of the Nexus turrets falling, they didn't fall for the trickery at all. Fnatic improved to 9-3.
Coming in hot against the AP Gragas jungle mid lane. We don't know what it is.
What do we call that? Double jungle is like the closest I can think, but whatever it was.
It was 7-1 and 3, man. I don't know.
Well, the Gragas was good. I will give H2K that credit, but Fnatic played through the weirdness, played their game, and took the win.
And Bwipo finishing that game 11-1-9. Both he and Hill saying we're getting mad kills in that bottom lane, transitioning it into some pretty beastly team fight performances, and it's nice to see him stepping up, even though he's the one who's always saying he just
Rumble pick, but Schalke's draft is fascinating.
It is actually so cool to see this team try something unique now. Jankos on Kindred a week ago was not great, and it was a big change for them. Let's see what happens here. Vander's on his way. Jankos, we're praising you.
We did his roams in, but he gets knocked up straight away. Jankos ignited. Nukeduck looking for the kill. The flash. The death mark. Schalke get first blood. The year of the Nukeduck is back, baby.
That's a little bit early, but I blame you for that one. You started praising Jankos.
The hour of the Nukeduck is back. Comes in just to bring Amazing closer with Did. Pretty much sacrificed by his team here. Does have the flash, but straight into the path of the prison. Upset gets second kill of the game.
Second time it's Jankos in that river looking for something. First time he
Jankos is up in the top lane here trying to make something happen somewhere else on the map, but Amazing's just going to force him away. Chachi on his way as well. There's the equalizer. The stun lock on Jankos is effective, and he gets burnt to a crisp by Chachi and Amazing, and now Wonder's not in the best of spots either. Nukeduck on his way up.
He's gonna
Maybe
kill
looking
Wonder
for the tower
instead.
dive. He's left. You're good.
Tried to 1v1 him. I would have been right.
I mean, sure, but he didn't, and you predicted that he would, and you did not predict this fight in the bottom lane either. Upset, Hemo played down, Gianna flashes the wall, and secures G2's first kill of the game.
So right now, Jankos is struggling, but G2's bot there was important. Chachi had no flash, going in.
Flank from Nukeduck straight onto Jankos, gets the death mark down, but he hasn't quite got the damage. The equalizer will tick, and Nukeduck will get the final blow, and now Schalke can look to keep pushing in this mid lane if they want.
There is so my second item that is going to be defensive. Wadid is caught out.
Yeah, got spotted out here. The Arctic Assault into the stun lock, and what Vander comes in from the side as well. Great play from Schalke.
And this is, oh wait, let's see what happens to Nukeduck. I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
So
and
this
sticking to it.
I'm still just waiting for G2 scaling.
Huh?
Jankos getting all in.
Knock up from Jankos will knock him back, but that's a lot of damage from Nukeduck, and that's exactly what you want to see.
G2 Esports, man, they're so split up on the map. Whenever someone walks into the river, the rest of the team is far away. They're greeting for a ward in the enemy jungle, a Rift Scuttler, and they're getting punished by Schalke, who's controlling the map in all 3 lanes, and they're controlling the river themselves.
Starting to fight, maybe they can
That's
do
the
something,
1v1.
but Upset comes down towards the bottom lane with the Realm Warp, and now Wonder is not in good shape at all. Looking for the Morello's Grievous Wounds will proc. Wonder just trying to run his way away from this one. G2 need to do something on the other side of the map because Wonder is buying them a hell of a load of time. But eventually he will fall to this Schalke death squad in the bottom lane.
That was one of the situations where Schalke were looking for someone who's trying to 1v1 somewhere. Wonder was pushing out his lane. They catch him. They have TPs.
So don't think we're going to find the engage yet. Perks goes in on towards Amazing. Nukeduck waiting in the wings. Watch the Zed. He's the key target here because Schalke...
Oh, it's huge!
The 4-man knock up in the jungle. Nukeduck comes in, and G2 have nowhere to run. They all flash away from the fight that they began. This is a superb fight for Schalke in the jungle. Upset's going to chase on towards Shannon as well, take out his fellow bot laner, and now Schalke can turn their eyes straight towards the Baron.
Oh, Nukeduck is pretty low with Deed, and Wonder going for him.
He's got the flash, he's got the Living Shadow as well if he needs to. This has to be a Did or Wonder steal if G2 are going to stay in this game. Looking for the skewer. Not enough. Schalke get the Baron, and they are 10-1 up. Over pushing in towards the bottom lane inhibitor tower and the mid as Chachi goes in. The explosive cast comes out. There's the knock as well, but it's only onto Vander. Upset and Nuke Duck just waiting in the wings. Hyanon already down.
Chachi
so low. The Glacial Prism into Equalizer, and now Nuke Duck will jump onto the backline. Tick, tick, goes into the stopwatch, but you're not running away from Schalke today. They chase you into your base, and they wipe you off the face of Summoner's Rift. Amazing kills Jankos once again, and G2 have no hope left against Schalke 04.
We got some minions down the inhib turret. They're still fighting.
Wonder trying to turn it around. Death from a blow gets one, but now Wonder is next on the menu for Schalke.
He's buying time.
Schalke get everything they wanted in that fight.
So they get inhib here. They might look for some Nexus turrets as well. We still have 10 seconds on Jan and 25 on Perks. The Baron buff on Schalke's side.
They might just look for the win here, Deficio. One Nexus Tower is their first target. Hyanon up in 3. It will be a monumental performance for me if they can stop Schalke, but they will at least get this second Nexus Tower and maybe even the win. Schalke 04 come up huge in this game. Hyanon tries to do what he can, but Nuke Duck is dominating, and the hype train's back on, baby!
Schalke played this game so well. Watching Nuke Duck on an assassin in the side lane. Memories to the glory days of Nuke Duck.
Toot!
On Lemon Dogs, on a Z, controlling the game. The 1-3-1 setup into playing around the Z lane, waiting for a mistake. And man, G2 Esports, they gave a lot of openings, and credit to Schalke for catching that one and punishing them every single time. That big team fight in the jungle before the Baron, that was exactly what they needed to actually finish this game, because they did everything correct in the first 20 minutes to get a lead, but they still needed a team fight where they could actually win.
I just want to make a note as well as this game wins, Schalke win this game. Because of this win from Schalke, H2K are now eliminated from playoff contention.
What a surprise.
They are locked out of playoff contention.
Did it, and he got camped. This game here, there's Zoe at least, a little bit more pressure in mid, and a Jhin bottom lane, so...
Kasing giving a lot of attention there to Xerxes. They know Mickey doesn't have a flash. There's a black shield as well. Xerxes coming in. Mickey going to get pillared up, and Kobe and Kasing just chase in here. Great dodge to the side, but Mickey's still not in the best of spots. The flash in. First blood to Kobe.
There is a lane now for Splice to play around in the early game. It is bot lane with the Jhin.
Just sustain up if you ever take any poke in those lanes. Just heal yourself up by staying out of combat for a little bit. That's the Ocean. Over to Splice. Looks like how far he got stopped in the middle of his EQ combo. Mickey's going to engage in the bottom lane as well, though. Kobe, true shot barrage to the base, and that's the damage you need if you're Misfits. They can chase onto Kasing as well, who still has the ultimate. Didn't use it on his fallen AD carry.
First, try to guarantee the next push, and then you go bot with all your players at top lane.
Odo needs to get away from Maxlor, but he's caught in the Cataclysm, gets the cask away, but great kill from Misfits up towards that top side. They have the Rift Herald as well if they want to use it. Instead, just going to go for the tower.
With the Rift Herald on Maxlor, they can still use it to secure the top lane turret as well on their side, but ooh, Mickey's hiding.
This from Misfits, but great pillar from Xerxes. But Elder Dragon down to about 1,000. Xerxes on the way in, can't quite get there. Odo Omne engages only onto Alfari, and now he's caught off on the wrong side of this fight. Odo down to about a third HP. He's going to be the first to fall. Splice still trying to get the flank off, but they couldn't find the way into.
There's definitely ways for Splice to fight that one. That was the closest we got to an engage.
Great chunk onto Hans Sama here, already down to half HP. Odo One coming in from the side as well, and Splice might sense an opportunity. Alfari so tanky already on that job, and Maxlor caught out with the pillar, knocked back as well. Redemption comes out, Misfits trying to find the engage, but look at Kobe and Niski on the back line. They're still alive.
Shockwave.
Open up the curtain call for Misfits as Alfari has to dodge to the back of it all. Misfits forced away from the river. Around the river, Infernal Drake down low, 800 gets secured. Kobe and Alfari and Kasing fighting up towards the top side. Infernal goes down. Niski can flash this wall if he needs. He's got one in his... Sounds so funny when you say it. Maxwell's going to start up the Mountain Drake here. Kobe on his way. Maxwell all by himself, so Splice should be able to force the Misfits jungler away from this one. Spike came out very early there from Xerxes, but they will secure it, and that's their fourth dragon.
That was actually not a great play, and he lost a crucial flash here.
Niski's on the flank.
Oh, the Undead's going in.
Sleep. He hits onto Maxwell. Niski jumps forward with the portal jump, gets the paddling out as well, and now Mickey has to get away. The shockwave misses once again. Hansama down. Niski gets him in the back line, and Splice finally come online. Kasing with a perfectly timed Chroma shift will keep his mid laner alive. Senkux goes golden, but Splice says thank you very much. Splice find a perfect fight right on the 20-minute mark.
Splice have been sitting in his mid lane for 20 minutes looking for this kind of opening. Maxlow was the one that went forward first. There's just Alfario on his own. He's going to go down. Splice are now in full control. They're probably just going to finish this game. We kept waiting and waiting and waiting. We didn't even get a Baron, but I got an opening, a fight where everything was split up, and suddenly the Jhin and the Zoe as well start landing the poke, and they kill all our Misfits.
All it takes is one punch from Splice. They take down Misfits.
Spring split flashbacks. We just got to see Splice play a slow game, get to late game, protect copy as much as possible, and we got to see Misfits struggle so much around the Baron itself. They could not get the fight they needed. When they were ahead, we did not get a single proper setup where the shockwave actually connected onto multiple players. And then suddenly, you can't win the late game fights. Maxlow, greedy, bored, whatever, jumps forward. That actually sets up the whole thing for Splice. It's a long lane. Pillar comes in, Niski from the side. He landed some insane poke in that last team fight.
He did 7,000 damage in that final team fight. Across the course of the entire game, he only did 15,000. So in that one team fight, he basically doubled his damage output for the entire match.
We had 4 kills in 38 minutes.